Chicago Bears Now is presented by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com and use promo code BEARS20. That's going to get you 20% off plus free shipping. Get the brand new Lawnmower 4.0 at Manscaped. Manscaped.com, promo code BEARS20. Let's get into some Chicago Bears rumors, starting with Justin Fields. Is he drawing early praise? Is there a lot of energy around the Bears' new quarterback? Obviously, for Smokin' Jays on this one. I would be disappointed if there wasn't a lot of energy and a lot of praise flying his way. A lot of this coming from his teammates, and we kind of saw this really right after he got drafted, but especially after rookie minicamp took place just a couple of weekends ago. This week was supposed to be the first OTA session, but the Bears decided to cancel that. Fields has been attacking this offseason as the starter since he got drafted. I mean, that's what his approach has been since he got selected by the Chicago Bears at number 11 overall. His work ethic has been on full display. We saw a lot of quotes, some of which we'll get to here in just a moment. And a report came out from NBC Chicago that was covering the Bears for Trubisky's rookie season that Fields is well ahead of Trubisky's development at this point in time. We all saw the photo a couple of weeks ago when he met up with Marquise Goodwin, a veteran receiver, very early on. This was just a few days after Fields got drafted. So pretty much since he's been drafted by the Bears, he's wanted to get in there. He's wanted to go to work, meet up with his teammates. He showed up for rookie minicamp like 2 days early at Hallis Hall. He's doing all the right things, which is a very, very good sign early on for Justin Fields. Dazz Newsome had this to say about him as well, a fellow rookie of Justin Fields. Really just knowing that every time I work deep, talking about his deep ball here, that it's just a chance I might get it because he's the one that's looking downfield, and he's definitely putting it right on the money. So it's definitely a good feeling. We saw all the quotes, all the chatter coming out of rookie minicamp that, man, Justin Fields, he can really throw that deep ball really, really well, and he did that a lot at Ohio State, was someone who was willing to push the needle instead of checking the underneath throw from time to time. He's really looking for the big play. Anthony Miller, someone asked him on Twitter, what are your thoughts on Justin Fields? He said he can throw the bleep out of that ball. Like, Justin Fields drawing a lot of praise, not only from his physical standpoint, but just from how he's approaching things already, right? He's been a Chicago Bear less than a month. So I think that these are all very positive signs as we continue to progress on into the NFL offseason. If you love Justin Fields, if you love what you're seeing from the rookie quarterback, like this video. I'm fired up about this kid. I think he's going to be a game changer. I think he's a true franchise quarterback in the making for Chicago. Hit that thumbs up button if you agree and if you love Justin Fields. Now, Adam Hogue of NBC Sports in Chicago, he has covered the Bears long enough to which he saw Mitchell Trubisky at rookie minicamp 5 years ago, back in 2017. So he kind of compared the two, said both Fields and Trubisky entered their rookie minicamps with similar short-term questions. Neither player was asked to command a huddle or take many snaps from under center in college, but in terms of what they were focused on in minicamp, the goals were pretty similar, and there's no doubt Fields performed better. He also said this, again, that means very little in defining his career path, but when you consider the starting point, the base of Justin Fields' foundation, the early results suggest he's ahead of where Trubisky was 4 years ago. And Hogue is right. What does this mean? Not much, right? But what it tells you, and what I've kind of said a couple of times, is when Trubisky came out, he was a raw project type. Like, he probably should have sat for a year or two before he even saw an NFL field. Justin Fields, should he start week one? Probably not, but I think he's more than capable of being ready to play as a rookie and being effective early on than Trubisky ever could have dreamed to be. Not that it's Mitch's fault, it's just that Fields is further along, and the kid's going to be a beast, guys. Justin Fields is going to be a phenomenal quarterback for Chicago. I believe it. He's drawing early praise. The energy, the excitement, it's all for Smokin' Jays. Bear down because the energy is palpable around this kid, and I'm not going to predict him to be the week one starter, but it wouldn't shock me either. He is attacking this thing the right way. Going to be fun to see how things progress over the next couple of months. Simple question here. Will Justin Fields be successful? Yes or no? And what I mean by that, will he at least be a solid franchise quarterback? Honestly, will he have a better career than an Andy Dalton, who started for 9 or 10 years in Cincinnati? If he's at least that or better, he's done pretty well. I think he'll be much better. I think he's going to be a fantastic NFL quarterback. I'm typing my wife for yes. I'm typing it more than once because I think he's going to be a fantastic player for the Chicago Bears. Now, we are presented by Manscaped on today's video, and I've been telling you guys about the brand new Lawnmower 4.0, and you guys should go get it at manscaped.com and use that promo code BEARS20. Guys, this product is an absolute game changer. I had the Lawnmower 3.0 for about a year and a half, and it was great. The 4.0 is even better because it's got 4 adjustable guards, so don't have to go all or nothing downstairs on the clean shave. I can leave a little bit of a trim, a little 5 o'clock shadow if I choose to get that. You see the price difference there if you get the 20% off by using promo code BEARS20. Like I said, the adjustable guards are a game changer. You've got the wireless charging system. That way you can just charge the charger, essentially just put it on that bad boy, and there's not cords flying all over the place. Great situation. It's a waterproof product. You can shave in the shower. All good things at Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com. Use promo code BEARS20. Get the brand new Lawnmower 4.0 for 20% off. That link will be in the comments. It'll be in the description. Go to Manscaped. Trust me, your balls, they're going to thank you. Let's talk a little Aaron Rodgers, that team up north. Will he be leaving the Green Bay Packers? I'm lifting this one to 3 smoking Jays. I think when we explored this a month or so ago, I think I was at 2. I'm up to 3, and quite frankly, I thought about putting it at 4, but until it happens, I can't quite get it that close. But there's a pretty good chance. I think Aaron Rodgers is done with the Packers. You listen to how he talks, and specifically how he talked last night on Sportscenter when he joined Kenny Mayne on his final telecast with ESPN. Talked about a variety of topics. You guys have heard Rodgers over the years. He's kind of this weird intellectual guy that kind of has opinions on everything. But obviously they talked a lot of football, talked his situation with the Green Bay Packers. And to me, it sounds like a guy who doesn't want to stay. It sounds like a guy who is appreciative of Green Bay but is ready for a new chapter. Here's kind of a snippet of that interview here. Quote, "It's never been about the draft pick, picking Jordan Love. I love Jordan. He's a great kid. A lot of fun to work with together. I love the coaching staff, love my teammates, love the fan base in Green Bay. Incredible 16 years. It's just about kind of a philosophy and maybe forgetting that it is about the people that make things go. It's about character. It's about a culture." Oh, and by the way, not at OTAs, which isn't really that expected either when it comes to Aaron Rodgers. But what really stood out in that quote to me? What stood out to me is incredible 16 years. That kind of sounds like past tense. To me, he's like, hey, it was a blast, decade and a half. We won a Super Bowl. We went to a bunch of NFC title games. Maybe we came up short a couple of times, but I'm out of here. I'm ready to move on. And really, you read between the lines, he loves his head coach. He loves his teammates. He hates the front office. And that's been rumored for months, if not the better part of a couple of years now. He does not agree with their philosophy, and he can say all he wants that he's not upset about the Jordan Love pick. That may be true. He may not be upset with Jordan specifically, but the pick itself, that really bothered him. There's no doubt about that. He's done. I think he is out of Green Bay. We'll ask you guys this question. What will the Packers do with Aaron Rodgers? Type T for trade him. Type K for keep him. Get your votes in on this one. What do you guys think will happen with the Packers franchise quarterback? I think he's gone. I'm typing my T for trade. I do not believe Aaron Rodgers will play another snap for the Packers. I don't. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to trade him, but I don't think he's going to show up. He's played 16 years in the NFL. He might say, you know what, you're not going to trade me. I'm just going to hang out. I've got $200 million in the bank, whatever it is. He's good to go. He doesn't need to keep playing for the Packers if he's truly dead set on moving on. He's had a Hall of Fame career, as we all know. And as you Bears fans know, you're tired of seeing this guy just crush your dreams each and every year in the NFC North. Well, I don't want to say I've got good news for you because it hasn't happened yet, but I'm pretty confident that you won't see this guy in a Packers uniform again. It's just what I believe. It's just what I think. It's just what the momentum is telling us when it comes to Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. I think after June 1st, look for real momentum for him to be on the trading block because that's really when a trade can happen for the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. Subscribe to Chicago Bears now because we have the latest news and rumors around the Bears. And hey, Aaron Rodgers' status in Green Bay, that impacts Chicago. So we're going to continue to monitor that story as well. Hit that big red button and subscribe. Don't miss anything going on with the Chicago Bears and some other big NFL storylines as well, like Aaron Rodgers. YouTube.com/BearsNow, but just hit that big red button. Let's talk Eddie Goldman here. Is he the Bears' best kept secret? I'll go 3 smoking Jays on this one. Bleacher Report did an article. You guys read a Bleacher Report, I'm sure. They do all kinds of articles of like, one player each team should trade for, XYZ. Well, this article was one under-the-radar player for each team, one best-kept secret for each team, and they named Eddie Goldman as the guy for the Bears. Can't go 4 smoking Jays because I think like the NFC North knows him really well. I think diehard football fans know him very well. He's been a really solid player. Obviously last year, and maybe this does keep him somewhat of a best-kept secret, didn't play, opted out due to COVID. So it's almost like they signed a player this offseason because they didn't have him last year. And I think there's no doubt about it that this defense suffered without him a year ago, especially in the run game. He's an underrated football player. There is no doubt about that when it comes to Eddie Goldman. He's not a huge stats guy because he's a 350-pound nose tackle, but the guy just eats up blockers. He frees up linebackers to stuff the run, and I expect that to be the case here in 2021. You look at his career stats, like I said, it's not like they're going to jump off the page there, but you can't discount his impact on this defense a year ago. This defense became an average rush defense last year after being one of the best in the NFL in 2018 and 2019. And I think Eddie Goldman not playing was a direct result and impact of him sitting out. So hopefully this year that'll help turn around things defensively in terms of being back in that top 5 or top 10 against the run. This defensive line could be really nice. If Akeem Hicks can stay healthy, he's still a really good player. Goldman, we'll see after a year off. I'm optimistic he'll still be really good. Bilal Nichols, that was one of the nice things about Goldman opting out. We saw him take advantage of more opportunities. He played really well. I like Mario Edwards Jr. He'll miss 2 games due to a suspension, but there are some names on this 3-4 defensive front that I really think will perform well in 2021, and I think Eddie Goldman will be one of those guys. Will the defense improve with Goldman back this year? Type 1 for yes. Type 2 for no. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. All right, let's get some shout-outs here on this one. Let's see here. A little shout-out here. Got to reload my chat. Craig S. says Goldman makes a huge difference. I definitely agree with that. Cliff Old says, yes, he will make a difference. So does Carlton, Craig, Gabriel, Mike, Funkbringer, JJ, Chris Afford, Alan Watson, Cordy Mack, Daryl, Unapologetic Truth. Let's see, Heidi, Alan, John. I haven't seen a single no yet. I agree with you guys. Eddie Goldman, they really missed him last year. Defense didn't stink by him. I mean, it's still a top 10, top 12 defense, but I think top 10 is definitely more realistic with he's back. The real question is in the secondary, so we'll see how that group performs.